See, over the past 5 years, I've gotten into my head space that I have to, as a matter of obligation, to do the very best every single day I come on set. Every single day. In fact, the days when I don't have to come on set, I feel, oh, good, the pressure is off. But don't get me wrong, I don't get panicky, I don't get anxiety attacks or any sort of thing. But I feel there's a weight, and I think it comes from the quality of men and women that have sat in the same studio before I did. So very often I'll ask myself, is this going to work? How does this sound? Who exactly is going to be, my target audience for this? Not everybody may like a particular conversation. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my bad habits. Speaking of bad habits, 60 minutes gone past. It's time for us to talk about a bad habit that is very prevalent in this part of the world. My name is Jude, the Dude, or Mamigbe. You are most welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hello Port Harcourt. So I'm reading from the Punch newspaper. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has arraigned the serving provost of the Federal College of Education Technical in Zamfara State, Hawawu Abdul Karim, interestingly, alongside a lecturer with the Sokoto State College of Education, Abdullahi Boyi, over alleged certificate forgery. Now, the ICPC accused the two defendants of forging an appointment letter and subsequent use of the same for application for the position of the provost at the college. Now, they were also accused of making false statements to ICPC officials in the course of the investigation, which is an offense under Section 25(1)(a) and punishable under Section 25(2)(b) of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act of 2000. Remember, this is not the first time we've had Nigerians who are meant to be of note or repute facing allegations of forgery, certificate forgery, and all the rest. Excuse me. But here's my question. You see, it's not just the politicians or the lecturers who are forging certificates, right? A good number of you have, and there's a very strong chance, as you listen to me, a good number of you will, and there's even a very high chance a number of you are at this very moment forging some form of document or the other. Now, years ago, when I started learning how to drive at about, I think I was 20 or 21, but this was 205 or thereabout. Right? Now, my dad said, look, my son, you're of age. I'm tired of you stressing me out. You will have to go and get your driver's license so that you can be driving your mother here and there and you leave me alone. If I want to send you somewhere, you need a proper identification. You need to go and get your driver's license. So here was little old me going to Rumumasi back then, to try and get his driver's license. Now, I was asked to bring several documents. I taking my what you got, your biometrics. You have to take a scan. I took that at CFC. That's down the road at Bar Road. I don't know if you know that CFC bus stop. You get into D-Line. Aha. So I did all of that. Now, I wanted to have the car registered. And I was told by a driver friend of ours around the area that, we can go to beside Shell IA, the industrial area, that there's one place near Oginiba that you can do your license. And I get there and I asked the man, what do I need? The man says, bring this and this. If you don't have this, I can help you arrange it. Now, I ran with my two left legs. Obviously, hey, daddy, this man said, if we do this, that if I don't have this, I can bring it. My father said, if you ever forge anything concerning your driver's license, your international passport, right? That's what we call it, your passport basically, or any document, you will have it to pay for your sins. He said you will have it to pay for your sins. That document will hold you responsible later on in life. And so that day, there and there was no forgery. But when I went to do my passport, I also found that at the state secretariat here, sorry, the federal secretariat, where you go and have your passport taken, then I don't know if they are still there. I also found out that, if you want to do your passport, I know there are some people whose job it is to specially formulate that data for you so that you can process your passport, aka they forge documents. And is it landed property documents? Oh my God, we have heard so many. What about birth certificates? Ooh, how many of you remember late in the first decade of the 21st century, that was between 2010 and 2011, there was a spate of scandals involving men and women who have falsified their age in federal parastatals so that they would avoid being retrenched from the service. What about local government certification? A lot of you listening out there, you have faked it. You have faked it. So, on this Pokey Talk station, this wonderful Tuesday morning, I ask, do we have a forgery culture in Nigeria? Or is it that you just happens to be meeting the bad or the wrong type of people at the wrong time in his life?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0002, 017-923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook, and on X, WhatsApp is 08090306416. 92.3, hello Port Harcourt. Good morning to you.
Hi, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Miriam from Okresa.
Welcome, Miro.
Look, Jude, sometimes people will always say, our parents were better, our elderly, they were better parents. Our mothers, our grandmothers, great-grandmothers in those days, they were better parents. They trained us so well. But trust me, those that are involved in this forgery, all those things, falsification of age in the civil service, they are the ones that were trained by those of our parents that time. So, what do we call it? Is it that it's a Nigerian thing?
That's the big question. Is it
a cultural thing? I think we parents these days, and for me, I think we're doing better now. We that are training our children. I've seen a civil servant that is so elderly, he has not retired. In fact, he's even tired. He said he's regretting. Every day he tells himself that he's regretting why he falsified his age. Because when you look at the amount, they are paying you while you're still in service and when you're out of service, the difference is not that too much for you to begin to inconvenience yourself at old age. So for me, I think it's training.
It's training.
Not everybody is doing it.
Not everybody's doing it, I agree, but it seems to be a lot. Vitalis is in Rukmaku. Vitalis, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Mr. Jude Omamegbe.
Please, I'm gonna crave your indulgence. We're about to go on the commercial. Can I ask you to send us a message or call back after the break, please?
Okay.
Please, thank you.
Let me call back.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, Vitalis. All right, so we're back after this break, please. Greetings to you. The temperatures before me from the app says that we will be expecting cloudy weather with 26 to 28 degrees centigrade during the course of the day. Yesterday was pretty hot. Remember, I told you it's going to get to at least 30 or 31 yesterday, and it did. It was flaming hot by the time 2 p.m. mark arrived. But later in the evening, it got cooler. But it was kind of warmer than it was in the previous days. But are we beginning to see the early onset of Harmattan? Well, I'm no meteorologist. I'm only here to report the numbers in front of you. But we continue this morning looking at something that can be faked. Obviously, you can't fake the weather. You can't tell the people, oh, it's sunny. Meanwhile, it is raining. You can't do that. However, people have been able over the years in this country to falsify documentation for one reason or the other. And there are a plethora of these types of forgeries. For example, NYSC certificate, whether it is the call for service or your discharge letter, a lot of people have forged it. We talk about your doctor's report. Ooh, that one is very readily forged, very frequently forged. You want to get some exempt from work, you tell your doctor friend, that is I get Medocco, Dascorella, Bobotigbo, give it to them. I'll be away for 1 week. You are very good. You see, what is amazing about this forgery occurrence is that with those who are probably, educated, they seemingly are very ready to do it for you. There are doctors who will, it's letterhead, okay, I will charge 50K for this. For forgery. We're not asking you, I know there are cases where people have to go do tests. Oh, I have this problem. I need a doctor's report to verify that I have this. And I think that's what people should do. But when that person doesn't have it, no test was done, then you now very brazenly give this person one very strong illness. Does NYC come to mind, anybody? You do that. Is it lawyers? Oh, swear an affidavit here that you never cross Jude Street to collect his plantain. Don't worry, just swear the affidavit. Don't worry, just swear. I'll take it to the notary public. Will stamp it. Don't swear there. Meanwhile, you don't know this person. You know that you don't know if this person has done or hasn't done this thing he's claiming to want to swear on the affidavit. But you collect money. Is it engineers? Oh, come on. Please, this building has been verified by Current. I'm a Current engineer. We did this thing. They borrow somebody else's letterhead. They stamp it. I was the one. Boom. Oh yeah, start to build. You want to run for elections? Tell them that you graduated from secondary school in 1975. Yes, tell them. Meanwhile, be like say you don't even go. We can't even be certain that you did. My favorite one. Yes. So you did go to secondary school. You probably attended university. However, you did not graduate with a 2-1, second class upper. You go back to school, people, the exams are records, you rub their palms, give them oil and plantain, and then your E's miraculously turn to C's. Wow. Jude. Where are all these things coming from?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0003, 017-923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At the RG OKCC on Facebook says, yes, it is a culture because our leaders forge their age, that political leaders forge results to election. They forge documents. Iena Chukwualaribe also on Facebook says, we don't have such attributes in our culture as a nation, but sometimes some people display such attribute, liking it to be smart and intelligent against others. Interesting. Vitalis is on the line. Vitalis, good morning to you and welcome back.
Good morning, Jude the Dude.
Good morning, welcome.
Have you
Say that again, please.
the Oluwole boys in Lagos? Have you heard about them?
Oh, no, please, do enlighten us.
The Oluwole boys are perfect in forging any kind of university certificate.
Wow.
Any kind of certificate you want to forge, just go to Oluwole. The Oluwole boys will give it to you. They are perfect in doing it.
That's terrible.
Yes. So, remember the House of Reps guy, the Toronto University guy?
Oh, there'll be several scandals concerning politicians over the years. But Vitalis, let me ask you, do you think it's something that people do regularly here? Is this a culture, or is just only the bad people amongst us?
In fact, I would say it is a culture.
Really?
Because we want to cut cost.
Vitalis, have you forged your birth certificate before?
No, I haven't.
What about your driver's license?
No, I haven't, but I have forged only one.
Which one?
When I was in secondary school, I want to go for under 17.
You forged your age declaration?
When I was 18.
Uh-huh.
Then I had to make it 14.
Yay! You removed 4 years from your life.
Yes. Just to participate.
So you have football age. Wow. Are you still playing football?
No. I'm an elderly man. At least I'm over 50 years now.
You don't sound it. You sound like you're in your 20s.
Exactly.
Jesus. So, Vitalis, how do we discourage people from forging documents? Really?
The only way we discourage them is by following the process. Just go through the process. And our government would put every necessary things in place for we to discourage people not to be cutting corners.
Cutting corners. We like that.
Because when you go to an office, sometimes they will tell you bring such amount of money and you don't have it. And somebody will ask you to bring lesser than. Then you need to go for that one that they give lesser than.
Okay.
Thereby cutting costs.
Well, Victor, I hope, I don't know if you have children, but have you told them that you cut your age before?
Yes, I told them, but I told them the reason why, but because it's not good. It's not good.
Okay. All right, Vitalis, thank you for sharing that. I did not expect to hear that today. Angel is on the line from Makpaju. You have Joseph in Element. Angel, go on, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
I love the discussion this morning.
Welcome.
This issue of cutting corner, somebody wanting to, forge one or two. I remember when we were in school those days, as indigenous of River State, they this bursary, they usually pay. And then their fees are lower than non-indigenous. So, as a non-indigenous, we had friends here that were indigenous. They would come, I will take you to my local business so that they will give you local government identification, whatever, to show that you are an indigenous, and then they will pay you. And I asked, after then, what happens? Because there are other things you need to do in life. But then, even to our religious people, Jude, do you know that this thing has also crept in?
You are forging religious certificates?
Yes, wait now. One of my relations that traveled to Obodoyibo, I don't want to mention the thing.
Don't worry.
For the children to attend a Catholic school, they study in Catholic schools there is a bit of decency and all of that. So you need to get a baptismal card.
Hey!
So when she called in to someone that is related to me that is in Catholic Church,
yes,
you know that they wanted to write that this person was baptized so and so
date.
The priest in that parish refused. Because me, I think sanity is also coming in. Because I remember there are few persons also that have called in like that, to other parishes, and they will give them baptism camp where they were not baptized.
Wow.
So I don't know when all these things will stop. It's becoming a norm anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angel, thank you very much. I wasn't expecting to hear about forgery. Joseph is in LMA. Joseph, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. For me, I think it is a systematic error and a foundational issue. There is no segment in this country, ministry or whatever, that you approach that you will not find these things that you are talking about there. First, in the area of certificate, like the US, recently I got to be aware that they have large number of population without a college degree.
Yeah.
We let them come here, even as mechanics, we call them expatriates. We respect and we honor them. But here, somebody with a school cert, you hardly see them offer a good job because we see them as misfit. But you disdain their expertise. So, for me, Nigerians need to change in their character. Because if you approach a police station, the policeman will tell you what to do, to skate through. Any area you can mention, they will tell you, even the job I'm talking about, if they don't have the certificate, right there they will tell you what to do to qualify you to work in that particular place. They say have a system of how they can do it. Even our so-called senators, most of them, they just call one professor like that, one university chancellor. You know them.
They have a degree.
The system has to work on itself.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. That's Joseph from LM. We have Prince from Munigbo and Tompolo from LLA. Prince, good morning to you.
Oh, good morning to you, Jude.
Good morning,
How are you
please.
today?
Welcome. I hope you're well too.
Yes, I want to contribute to the discussion so far.
Yes, please.
We are in a society where a certificate or paper is more regarded than performance. You get it? That is the reason that, people, when the student in the university, they don't want to study to earn the certificate, but rather they want to cut short by sorting the lecturers. And at the end of it all, people want to come out to one first class. At the end of it all, they cannot do anything. So you've seen a situation where the society support, if maybe our orientation is being changed, we will now understand that performance, experience is more better. The certificate can come secondly. That's why you see the issue of, forging here and there. And another thing there is that some of those lecturers that is being employed in the Nigerian university, they don't even know the courses that they are even lecturing. You get? So it is quite alarming, and it is a very big issue.
Well, thank you very much. It is a big issue, which is why we're asking if it's a culture. Tompolo, have you forged your birth certificate? Good morning. Have you forged your birth certificate?
What?
Have you forged your birth certificate before?
I have forged a lie. Before.
What was that?
Yes. I wasn't sick. I had to call my boss and tell him I'm sick. That is also forgery. You see, before this caller, the other caller that called told you that Nigeria is being no. Nigeria is based on forgery. That's what Nigeria in. They forced us into being the people while we are not the people. We are of different ethnic nationalities. Nigerians have so much loved forgery because we look for what fast, cutting edges, corners, and it has now come into the church. Some marriage certificates from the churches are forged. Some death certificates for the death registry are forged. Some plate numbers that people on the vehicles are forged. Some clothes that people do wear with different kind of designer names are being forged. Nigerians have imbibed that spirit of forgery because it came from a faulty foundation. My name is Tom Poe from Big Ebele. I represent Big Ebele. I think even some royal highnesses, even in River State, here are being forged.
Wow.
Royal fathers, they will come out in the limelight. Men of God, even on top of the pulpit and the altars, they lie and they forge. They are expecting for a forged, revised standard Bible. That's what we're waiting for now in Nigeria. Thank you, Jude. I'm Tom Polo from Bigele.
All right, thank you very much. Interesting. Hi, Jude. This is on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number is 08090306416. 08090306416. All right, that's our WhatsApp and Telegram number. Hi, Jude. I must confess, I did it back in the university. I edited my sister's local government identification certificate to reflect my name so I could receive my bursary. In my workplace back in 2009, we hired a civil engineer and he was rated and paid handsomely because he was brandishing a PhD certificate from a foreign university. The MD was not. The certificate was scanned and sent to the school and the response to it. So, forgery, right? Is it really a thing amongst us? Please, before I go any further, let me put out this caveat. People falsify documents all over the world. You need to see in America, there's something called insurance fraud. There's also tax deductible fraud. Then you have people who walk around in some places who are looking for benefits from accidents, hazard allowances. They try to defraud the system. It's not a Nigerian thing alone. But in the Nigerian sense, we're looking at how pervasive it is. Bob, B.O.B. from Mdiama, good morning to you.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I greet you.
Welcome, please.
For this topic you brought in. And I want to say that the system we find ourselves force some people to do it.
System?
Yeah, the system. Because when God creates a man, he gives you a skill, or they call it talent. Some of them you can't learn it from school or academic body. Some is God-given.
Okay.
And that type, no school can give you.
Fair
Not
enough.
like, for instance, now, somebody like, people like Daniel and the Hebrew children, so they excel more than their peers, 10 times better. Or like Joseph, who did not go to any school, was made to solve the economic problem of Egypt at that time. Now, if such a person was forced to go to school, they will not consider you what you have. And let me just be brief. In places like China, they know that you can't learn everything from school. When they born children, they allow their children to play. They give them toys, sheep, car, whatever is interest of that child in that toy. That is the line they train that child. You don't force people, you must go to school, you must do your service. After all, people who are leading us today making money, they don't even are not PhD holders. Then why the need of this certificate? Forcing people to talk like what they are not. You know, if we allow people to be who they are created to be, we will get it more better. I'm telling you.
All right, so BB says there's a pressure to have a certification. Omo is in Uniport. Omo, good morning to you. Welcome, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alpha.
Very well, welcome.
Yeah. You know, say even this country, Nigeria, is forged.
Yeah.
We are here when a president that want to become a president forged bishop. Other of us were here, there were bishop, more than 10 bishops, that they are bishop. But when we find that they were not even catechists, talk about bishop.
Interesting.
So if you, like this country, you are looking for a job, and all the way you're looking for a job, you are a graduate, you stay for more than 40 years, more than for something years, and you not got a job, you will be forced to do so that it will match to the system. So,
have you forged any documents? Have you forged any documents?
No, I have not, but I saw somebody that forged documents because of work.
You've not forged your driver's license or your insurance?
No. I have my original driver's license.
Okay, all right.
And then our former president, we were talking about age. They said the fault is also age.
But those were those arguments. Nothing was ever proven. You see, nothing was ever proven. Here we are. All those arguments. Easy, 12, 24. But once again, was he ever proven? You see, those of you who are football fans, and I mean avid football fans who know the history, I wish to heaven China was here with me. Now, remember, there was a period, if my memory is not flaky, I'd say somewhere in 2007, 2008, there was a period, right, that CAF, FIFA, started to investigate players of African origin. There were a few scandals. Remember, there was one picture that went viral of a very stocky-looking man. And the player played for an Italian club. Can't remember the club now. He claimed he was 19 or 17. And from what we could see, this guy, you don't hold well. Boom, that passed. And then, because of all this age falsification, you now start to have the bone marrow tests. FIFA said, you know what, we need to verify the real ages, because I remember watching, I think it was one of those under 17 tournaments or under 21 tournaments, under 17 tournaments, when Nigeria came on the pitch, and I saw the faces of their opponents. Their opponents looked 17. But a good number of the Nigerian players did not look like they were 20. But they all claimed they were under 17. You see where this thing looks like it's institutionalized, right? Alex, my final caller in PH. Alex, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Welcome, Alex.
Yeah. It is sometimes forging can help you.
Gee, wow.
When you are in a tight situation.
Okay.
It's just like what is going on in Rivers State right now. Some of our members defected, and they quickly went to court and sworn an affidavit to show that genuinely they have moved out from so party to another party. When they discover that the situation is tight, we are shunning, they just have to find a way to do what? To pull out that affidavit out and immediately tell you that they never defected. So they are doing every document to make sure that they return back to the old party. That is what we are talking here. And forging, I see forging as a smart move.
Is it smart? Is it smart, or is it defrauding the system?
This is Nigeria and this is Africa. It depends on the name you are giving it. Okay? I have forged severally.
Wow. What have you forged, dear sir?
Yes. A friend of my wife, they posted her somewhere in the north, and she needed for them to redeploy her back. I have to use my own wedding marriage certificate, forged, and they bring her back to Nigeria. I have saved life. Okay? No. Understand? Because when you are forging to cheat someone and you are forging to do dubious things, that is where forging is wrong, questionable.
Okay.
But when you want to do it, when you forge to help you,
okay,
or help someone, that is immediately I just presented the stuff. Immediately she went there. They saw that the document was authentic.
And they
immediately, as a matter of as urgency, they brought her back to River State. And she came with a drink and thanked me.
Okay, all right, Alex, thank you very much. I think it's a culture change. I heard there's a place in London where they forge Nigerian passport with visa, and apparently they look so realistic that ordinary people wouldn't know the difference. It has to be Nigerians doing it. I'm talking of London in England, though. Also, I heard that some of the people crying that their spouse divorced them or didn't file proper papers for them after they reached the UK actually forged papers to travel. So some agents in Nigeria, because they've turned it into a business, join people together who don't even know each other, but they claim to be engaged or married, get forged documents, and they file as a main applicant and dependent. Then when they reach the UK, everybody finds their way, and of course, it doesn't favor one person when they start wailing. They have paid for someone to come to the UK only to be abandoned because they don't know each other. They have no real obligation to each other, like a real spouse or fiancé. So this is what you are doing. You are forging documents to Jackma.